Explain what we are going to do today. We would like to count how many horses are in this video file. So we will write some code. This will be the code, a very short code. I will explain each of the lines. But first of all, the main concept will be drawing a red line in the middle of the frame and detect the horses, and the dots, the red dots indicates the center of the object, the center of the horse. And each time a horse passes the red line, we are examining and testing the red dots. Each time a horse passing the line, we will count it, and we will show a summary of how many horses we count so far. So basically this will be our tutorial today, a very nice and short tutorial. So let's start first of all with the installation. Similar to my previous videos, first of all we will create an Anaconda environment. It will be based on Python 3.12, and I name it YOLO11-312. Of course, you can choose your custom name, and all these commands you should run in the Anaconda prompt. After that, you should activate your Conda environment. So this will be our current environment. Then we have to install PyTorch. In this tutorial I'm using a 2.9.1. You have to find what is your CUDA version. If you have a GPU card, you can run this command and you can find what is your CUDA version. Mine is 12.8. If you don't have a GPU card, there is also an installation command for a CPU only. All the information can be found in the PyTorch website. For CUDA 12.x software, this is the command for the installation of PyTorch 2.9.1. And after that you should install ultralytics. I'm using in this tutorial ultralytics with the version 8.4.21. so if you'd like to get the same results, please install the same version. And after that you need also for this tutorial this video file named horses.mp4. I will leave a link for the code and for the source, for the video source. I will run play, and you can see this is our video file, and in this tutorial we're going to count horses that pass a virtual red line. We will demonstrate it later during the code. So let's start coding. So let's start with create a new Python file, and let's name it object count and track .py, of course. We need to import OpenCV, which will handle all our video processing, and next we will pull in the YOLO class from ultralytics so we can load the YOLO11 model. Next, let's load the YOLO model, the 11 large model, and after that we can extract from this model all the class list, all the 80 class list, and let's print those lists just for double check. Now let's run the code, and we will get the class list. So here are the 80 classes. For example, 0 is person, 1 is bicycle, and let's look for the horse. Here is horse. You can see horse is 17. So basically we would like to detect horses, so we'll use the 17 ID. Now it's time to load our video source. We will pass the relative file path of our horse racing video into the OpenCV video capture function. And now we will start the main video processing loop. This while loop will keep running frame by frame as long as our video file is successfully open. And if there is problem with the frame, we break the loop. Then we will, this is the core tracking step. We pass the current frame into the model.track. setting persist true to maintain unique IDs across frames, filtering for class 17, which represent horses, and setting a confidence threshold of 60%. So basically we are grabbing only horses objects and that we are confident 60% and above. Next, we would like, before extracting tracking metrics, we want to make sure the model actually detected objects in this frame to avoid errors. Now let's extract the bounding box coordinates in XY format and push them into a CPU and for faster handling. After grabbing the boxes, we will fetch the unique tracking ID, assign it by YOLO11, cast them into integers and convert them into a standard Python list. We also need the class index numbers for each detection so we know exactly what object type we are working with. And lastly, let's grab the confidence score for each prediction so to see how sure our model is about its tracking. Now we'll loop through all our current detection using Python zip function and to unpack the boxes, ID, classes, and confidence. Inside the loop, let's convert our bounding box coordinates floats into integers so OpenCV can use them to draw on the frame. And next, we would like to calculate the center of the object. So we'll calculate the center x coordinate of the object by averaging x1 and x2. And we will do the exact same thing with the center y coordinates, cy. This pixel point is what we will monitor as it crosses our virtual line. Let's map our integer class index to its actual string name using the class list we pulled at the beginning of the script. And let's draw a small solid red dot right at the calculated center point of our object to give us a clean visual anchor. And now let's overlay the tracking ID and class name right above the bounded box in a yellow color. And let's draw a clean green rectangle around the entire detected object using our integer bounding box coordinates. So basically we have a red dot indicates the center of the object. We have the text, which is basically should be a horse above the object, and we have a bounding box around each of the horses detected in the video. Now let's display the result so far. So we will use the imShow function, create a window, and display our frame with all the information that we added in the loop. We will also add, if a Q key was pressed, we can break the loop. And I believe that's it for now. Let's run it and see the result. Now let's run the code. Before that, maybe I will only change the direction of the slashes here since I'm running it on a Windows environment. And now let's run it. Great. So now we can see each of the horses is being detected. We have a bounding box and a text with the class name, which is a horse. But moreover, please note that each of the horses get an ID, like a number ID, and that will give us the ability to count the horses. Also, please notice the red dot, that this is the center of the object. So next we are going to draw like a virtual line, a virtual red line here, and each horse that will pass this virtual line will be counted. So that will be the way how can we find how many horses are in this video. Please notice that the dog is not detected as a horse, which is a good sign for us that the detection is okay. So now let's move on and continue to drawing the line. Next, let's set a horizontal trigger line coordinates. At the y coordinate 600, any object crossing below this point will be counted. And using OpenCV, let's draw our solid red counting line across the screen so the viewer can see exactly where the trigger threshold is. Please notice it inside the loop after the prediction. Let's run the code. Great, so here is the red line. And now each time that the horse passes the line, and passes meaning that the red dot, the center of the object, passes the line, this means that we need to count this horse. So this will be our logic how to count how many horses are in this video. In the last phase, we need to import default dict from Python's built-in collection module. This makes counting our object much cleaner later on without running into key errors. We will initiate our class counts dictionary as an integer default dict. It will dynamically store the total count for each unique object class. Let's name it class counts. After that, to ensure we don't accidentally count the same object multiple times as we move across the frames, we will create an empty set called cross IDs to track unique object tracking ID. So let's name it crossed_IDs. Now let's go back inside our loop after drawing the rectangle. Here is our counting logic. If the object center y coordinate drops below our red line and its unique tracking ID isn't in our cross ID set yet, then we will immediately add that unique ID to our set so it won't be counted as a second time. And we will increment the total count for that specific class name by 1. And after that, we would like to display our count. So let's set an initial Y offset to position our live counting text on the screen. And let's iterate through our counted classes to display the updated total directly on the video feed. We will use cv2.putText function to render the class name and its live count on the top left of the frame in a bold blue font. Let's run the code. And here is the red line. And probably this will be the first horse that will pass. Here's the one that will pass it, and this is horse number 1. Now we have 2 horses, 3 horses already counted, 4 and 5 horses. So this is how can we count objects in a video file, and basically that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. You are most welcome to subscribe my channel and my newsletter as well. Thank you very much. Bye bye.